Hi Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great today. Let's get right into this. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 1st to March 8th, 2020. Guys, remember these messages are general. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. And definitely check your Rising Sign, Moon sign, and your Venus sign for a fuller message. Please don't try to make the messages fit if they don't. And remember, the energy can be flip-flopped. Can certainly be vice versa. You guys are doing great today. Okay. So we're going to do a Celtic cross spread for you guys for this week, and then we're going to go into a love reading at the end for those of you who are open to love. So yeah, guys, I mean, we have Venus in Aquarius squaring Saturn in Capricorn on March 3rd. So, you know, this is the only little snafu of the week, I'm calling it, because that's good. It's going to, for you guys, for Aquarius, it's going to be impacting your 3rd and your 12th houses. So some challenges in communications, and you might be struggling to feel like really connected to your intuition, but don't worry about it because it's passing. It's a passing energy. It's the 3rd. Think about the 4th. The 4th is much better. We have two pretty good things going on there. First of all, we have Mercury retrograde entering you guys, which is awesome. It's your first house. So, you know, when Mercury's in Aquarius, in your sign, like, we're all very hungry for knowledge and open, very open to like new and original ideas, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about, boom, let's do things differently. Let's do things out of the box. So you might be looking to do things differently with and for yourself, right? Because you guys, it's in your first house of self. So a great time to plan, though, I want to say, not necessarily to act on, but a good time to plan how you might want to update your look, maybe a wardrobe, maybe start a new workout program, a new way of eating. In general, a new and updated way of doing you. But just because we still have Mercury hanging retrograde until the 9th, and then we have a little bit that we have to get out of, like that post shadow, it's a great time to plan. Like, do shopping online and keep your cart full, but don't bother with the purchase. Do a little reeval in like a week or two, right? But definitely look into maybe if you want to do something new to your hair, get into maybe join a new gym, something like that. Definitely, right? So that's the 4th, for the 4th. And then also on the 4th, we have Venus entering Taurus in your 4th house. So I really like this for you, because the 4th house is all about home. I mean, and well, Taurus and Venus, a very sensual energy. This is where we really seek security and values that last. Our desire for pleasure is really, really strong here. And things that are really appealing to our 5 senses, you know, like good food, good music, a good time, anything that we really, really enjoy. And because it's the 4th house of home, this can impact your home, your sense of home, in a beautiful and positive way, where you might find a stronger than normal desire to curl up at home, or others of you may be feeling very motivated to entertain in your home during this transit, but there's a lot of energy having to do with home. Let's see what we have. We have the Queen of Swords as the bottom of the deck energy, crowning you guys. Yeah, so it's all about the truth, honesty, communication. So we do like that. All right, coming into this, we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So the 5 of Cups energy is a Mars and Scorpio energy. Okay, so this is about, you know, you feeling like there's just not going to be this new beginning in a certain area of your life, right? And you feeling very disillusioned and disappointed by it. But I like this energy better in the reverse, because it's like, while something, now this could have to do with, guys, a relationship, a career, a friendship, family situation, you're realizing that something was unhealthy for you and that it wasn't working. And as painful as it is to pull yourself out of it, you're recognizing your sense of self-worth, your sense of value in a situation, which is really, really positive. Whereas within the upright, it's just focused on the pain. But in the reverse, it's, yeah, this is painful for me, but you know what? As disappointed and as disillusioned as I kind of feel, I'm realizing that this is just not speaking to my sense of worth, you know? And it's this understanding that you need to move away from something. Yeah, because right now, the current energy of the situation is the Emperor reverse. So, you know, I mean, in the most basic fundamental level, this is an energy of the narcissist, and doesn't necessarily have to be narcissistic personality disorder, but you know what I mean when I say narcissist tendencies are, you're caught up in a situation with the person, a boss, a relationship, some sort of situation where you're dealing with somebody who is very, very selfish. Now, this could be you, Aquarius, or could be an energy that you're dealing with. Very selfish, where there's a lot of deflection, gaslighting, not taking ownership of something, irresponsible behavior, somebody who's sort of no level of accountability, struggles, couldn't really, has a hard time getting in touch with what the word integrity actually means, and morality. You know what I mean? So that is the situation that I feel like you guys are dealing with. But it's this idea of, because Aries, keep in mind, Aries is ruled by Mars, right? And Aries is the baby, the zodiac. So it's about looking and doing things differently with a fresh set of eyes. It's a new beginning, right? Because it is the first of the zodiac. So there's this newness. Okay, and in the reverse is telling me there is something that's not going to be continued in your life because of this. So that very much aligns with the Five of Cups. So you're recognizing this person is not right for me. The situation is not right for me. Whatever it is not right for me, and I need to move on. I need to move away from it. Yeah, because then we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, and this is you knowing that things are just not going to be able to happen differently, guys. The Five of Swords energy is a Venus in Aquarius energy. So this is about getting front and center with, how do you feel about yourself in this connection? Whatever it is. What's the money looking like? Venus is the planet of love and money, right? Do you feel that those Venusian elements satisfied with this connection? Do you think that even though things have been really harsh and not healthy, right, regarding whatever this is, that things could maybe be done differently? Well, this is telling me that no, things will not be done differently. Because Aquarius is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is about doing something differently, and this is in the reverse. So things are not going to be different, and they are not going to bring you the money that you're looking for. It's not going to bring you that sense of self-worth. You're not going to feel good about yourself staying in this situation. So really, it's you needing to get very honest with yourself. The Queen of Swords, I mean, you really are getting very, very honest with yourself. I like this energy because this energy has somebody figured out as soon as they walk in the room before they even open their mouth. And this tells me that your intuition is going to be very, very turned up during this week. Absolutely. And you're recognizing things. I mean, you recognize we have Temperance reverse. You're not getting what you need. They're not getting what they need. The situation is not getting what it needs. This is a Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is all about luck and expansion. It's not happening here. Sagittarius is also the card of movement. It's not happening here. There's no movement forward because there is not this temperance. I mean, temperance is necessary where there's got to be fairness here too, right? Because it's that Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius has to do with like what's right and wrong, It really is like the card of religion and what's acceptable, just on the most fundamental basic human level. It doesn't have to do with the religious dogma necessarily, but like what's right, And there's not going to be movement forward because things are just not clicking together in a healthy way. And then we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, you're really tired of fighting for something here. Yeah, like some sort of cycle is absolutely done. Because the Eight of Wands in the upright is like, yeah, you know what? I've been through a lot, but I still have fire in my belly for this situation or this person. And I'm still willing to fight for it. But in the reverse, it's like, no, I'm done. I'm done defending myself. I'm done banging my head against the wall. I'm done trying to fix this by myself. It's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not. There's nothing changing. It's like you had this desire for this thing absolutely to work out. But you're having this realization that it's just simply not going to happen for you. And this is very, when you have Mercury retrograde in your first house of self, I mean, your first house of self is everything. I mean, I only mention the exterior, and how you do things, but it's literally like looking at it's the first house of self. Think about what that means. It's not only what you look like, it's what you're feeling, what you're doing with your life, with yourself. And you're getting very honest with yourself here, Aquarius. Absolutely. Like, it's not working. It's not working. Whatever you've been involved in. Now, representing you right now is the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. I mean, this is a Venus and Virgo energy, and you getting really, really honest, communicating with yourself, right? Because Virgo's ruled by Mercury. It's all about, communication. Virgo's a very, Virgo's the hermit, right? It's a very pensive energy, and you really getting honest with yourself about what it is that you want in this relationship, what it is that you really want from this job. Is it able to bring you what you're looking for? Are you able to, stay in this career, continue studying this major, or is it time to change? And you've been really feeling very much like you're not going to reach your wish fulfillment, because the Nine of Pentacles is a wish fulfillment energy. You're not going to if you stay on the path. Like that's where you are. Now, the external energy that's impacting you is the Four of Pentacles. So for some of you, if this has to do with a job, the job is just simply not giving you enough money, right? Because it's the card of the miser, not giving you enough money. For others of you, somebody is in such a mode of self-protection that, if it has to do with a relationship, that you're just not even able to access them in order to grow the relationship, because they're so focused on their mode of self-protection. Big time. Now, for others of you in relationship, you might be dealing with somebody who's very stingy with either their money or emotional, physical, and mental connection. And that is impacting you, where you're like, what is the deal? Why is it like this? And they're just not showing up, in the way that's necessary for this to be successful. So there's this lack of connection. There's this lack of money, for some of you, but definitely this lack of mental, physical, and emotional connection for sure. And that can even go, guys, for a job. Like, let's say your money is fine at the job, but you just feel very unsupported and you don't feel connected to it. It just doesn't feel like the right thing. Kind of like the right shoe on the left foot. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it doesn't fit anymore. Your fear is the judgment energy. So the judgment is all about, really assessing your role in something and forgiving yourself and just being super honest with yourself and feeling very confidently that you did everything that you thought to be the right thing the entire time. This is also about forgiveness. This is about you being forgiven. This is about your ability to forgive other people. And this is in your fear. So you may have done something that rustled somebody's feathers and you're afraid that you're not going to be forgiven, or you're afraid that at the end of the day, even if you want to forgive somebody for something, for this behavior here, you're just really not going to be able to. Like all in. And isn't that always like such a tough situation, where you really, really, really want to forgive somebody, but it's like, it's hard. It depends on our placements, It really does. It depends on the other placements in our charts. Like, did you ever wonder about that? Why do some people forgive a lot easier than other people? It's just some people can work that out, other people can't, And it has everything to do with our other placements. So anyway, that is in your mental fear position. And then we have the Nine of Wands as the outcome. So what this is telling me is, you are just so tired from this situation. You really, really are. Now, we're working this with, we have the Nine of Pentacles, right? You're feeling like this is not going to be your wish fulfillment, but somebody really wanting to start over with you. I'm getting this start over. Like you guys have been through so much and somebody wants to start over with you. Now, this could be a new approach, a fresh approach in work, a fresh approach to a relationship, but in a way where there is a new cycle. You guys have been through a lot, but you still have fire in your belly for this person. That's, yeah. It's because it's a moon in Sagittarius energy. So it's about, what is the moon? The moon is what we feel and do in private. It's like what we feel very deep inside. Sagittarius, again, is about movement and our belief system. So it's about like the marrying up of those, like what you truly, truly feel deep down inside. You can't deny it. You still want to be in this situation, right? And you're willing to stick around and you're not going to walk away. You're not going to give up on it. You're still going to fight for it, even though you're not sure where exactly it's going to end up. Because remember, what's after this is the Ten of Wands, which is like you can't take anymore and that's it, right? You can't. So it's this idea of, you know, which way you're going to go. Are you going to go in the 10 of, is this going to end up bringing you into a 10 of Wands space? Or is it going to bring you back into like an 8 of Wands space, right? Where the 8 of Wands is more about, you know, this idea of identifying this passion and this motivation, right? To move forward in something. And then we have in the near future, we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. And, you know, this tells me that you're going to end up in a space where there's not going to be this new cycle. This is a Saturn and Taurus card, right? So Saturn is all about putting in that hard work, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So it's about putting in all that hard work for this relationship or for this job, right? To really reap that beautiful reward on the other side. And this is reversed. So this is not going to be happening. So that's why I mentioned, like with the 9 of Wands, I feel like you're going to go back, but you're going to end up back in this space where you're not going to be able to move forward. And it's like, while you're getting honest with yourself, Aquarius, I feel like you're going to kind of get sucked back into something. So it's just something to be mindful of. But let's get some more energy on this 9 of Wands first. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Will you look at that? Look at what came out. The 10 of Wands. All right. The wheel is Jupiter. This is in reverse. So Jupiter is about luck and expansion. You recognizing that there is not going to be luck and expansion. It's truly time for you to climb inside yourself, because you are the star, right? This is you. This is Aquarius. This is you tapping into your insight and your emotions. And you're going to have a little bit of a hard time, guys. I'm not going to lie. In this energy, at least like on the 3rd into the 4th, tapping into trusting your intuition. Don't be too put off by that. Just don't make a decision straight out of the gate, because there is healing here. You're making the decision to heal yourself, and you're making the decision to end this cycle because it's the right thing for you. There's too much unnecessary drama, unnecessary stress, unnecessary pressure, you know, that's put upon you, and you just can't take it anymore. Absolutely. Now, for those of you who are in a long-lasting and committed relationship, what I'm getting here is you guys are so busy that you're not tending to your connection within your relationship, or you're very preoccupied when you're at work. There's this level of imbalance where something's got to give. Something's got to give. I'm getting a very imbalanced energy here. So, yeah, that is what I'm getting for you guys for this week. But what I like is that you're being really honest about what it is that's going on. I don't feel like you're putting your head in the sand. I don't feel like, you know, you're doing that Aquarius thing where you're wrapping it up in a nice little box and putting it in that like cabinet in your mind, and you're like, oh, look at that in 6 months, you know, and really kicking the bucket down the road. No, I feel like you're going to be very honest with yourself in this energy about what it is that you want and need, and how a certain person or situation is really not showing up in a healthy way. And you ending that cycle, which seemed, from what I could see, a very good thing. You know, again, for some of you, that could be ending that friendship, ending the cycle in something, even if that person is still in your life. You guys recognizing that you need to do things differently. The way it was up to that point is not good, and that you need to do things differently. Right? Remember, those are the 10 of Wands. It's a minor arcana. It's not major. So, you know, people get very hung up on these things. There are no absolutes here, guys, right? But it's just simply where the energy is stressing, and there is this idea that energy is going to be pressing, that a cycle needs to be done. Now, if you want to, you know, rebuild something or start a new cycle with somebody, absolutely. But that particular cycle's got to be over. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 across, 4 down. Each following card is going to clarify the one before it. So we have the Love Oracle there. Okay, again, no reversals for these. Okay. I do shuffle these before I put the camera on. Okay. And I like to do an extra shuffle on camera. Freedom. Freedom and balance. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify freedom. The Grim Reaper. Hello. Heartbroken. Palm tree. You guys remember this? These don't have to have anything to do with the Celtic cross spread. It can. It certainly can, but it doesn't have to. It does not have to. Okay, one more of these, and then we'll pull 3 across, and we'll tie them all together. See what we have. Isn't that funny? I mentioned the red flags, the Celtic cross spread, and it says pay attention to the red flags. Page of Cups. There we go. Wow. Nice. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So, you know, guys, I always say addiction, that's, it doesn't have to be to like alcohol or substances. It could be to so many different things. To me, addiction is anything that is imbalanced, right? So this could be, you could be addicted to fear of abandonment. You could be addicted to fear of commitment. You could be addicted to alcohol, to drugs, to sex, to food, to shopping, to gambling, to working out too much, to obsessing too much on one side of the scale over the other. Do you know what I mean? And where it's like this obsession kind of sets in, and that could absolutely end up impacting a relationship. Now, clarifying that, we have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Okay, it's all about decisions and choices. And then we have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Then we have Page of Cups. Somebody new's coming in, Aquarius. Page of Cups. Beautiful. It's self-explanatory. Somebody is going to come in and offer you their cup. Yes. We have religious factors here. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this doesn't necessarily have to be your organized dogma, your organized religion at all. It could just simply be your belief system, or, you know, the way you frame reality. So the way you were brought up might be very different than the way your partner was brought up, or this person who is coming in will say, let me go through the rest of the cards. But it's this idea of there being like cultural differences, religious differences, or just simply a way of believing that something should be. And we have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay, but then clarifying that, we have heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. We have that next to the Grim Reaper, underneath manifesting miracles. But then, guys, look what we have. We have the Wheel, which is a Jupiter energy. This is all about luck and expansion. This is a very benefic card. Really benefic. So I'm getting the story, but let's just go through and then we'll bring it all together. Then we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yes, right? Yeah. That's why you're the Queen of Swords this week. And you know, there's no gender there. And guys can be the Queen of Swords. Women can be the King, you know. Okay, now clarifying, pay attention to the red flags. We have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So I'm getting that, going back to, remember I said, if, and this is only for those of you who resonated with the Celtic cross for a relationship. Remember I was saying how you didn't feel supported? I mean, that's what's happening here. It's like, that's the red flag. The red flag is the lack of balance there, right? And you recognizing that this is absolutely something that you need. It's necessary. You need to have that balance. And then we have palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. So this is very much what you want and need, okay? Absolutely. So you need that balance, because the balance of this energy brings the stability, endurance, and flexibility here of the palm tree. And then we have the final outcome is the Empress energy. This is the mother of the tarot, perpetually pregnant. This is all about growth and bringing something to fruition. This is such a positive energy. It's about taking something and growing it and birthing that and then going through it all. It's about building life together. And you think about it, right? You get pregnant, the baby grows for 9 months, right? It's not like that. There's got to be work involved as you guys build, and then you get to that level, and then it's like, all right, great. Where do we go from here? All right, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So really, really positive. But what I'm getting here is that something is being left and something new is starting here. Some relationship is over. And regardless of how heartbroken you feel, Aquarius, this was not meant to be on your path. Because we have the Grim Reaper, the relationship is over, you let that go, and then look, a new energy comes in. Heartbroken, you deal with that, and as soon as you let that energy go, look what we have. We have Jupiter energy. It's all about luck and expansion. You accept and understand that you require more balance in a connection. As soon as you tell yourself that and you really feel it and you call in stability and you call in endurance and flexibility in a relationship that you want, you end up having that Empress energy with somebody. Yeah. Is Aquarius meeting somebody new? The Aquarius who are resonating with this reading. Obviously not everybody's going to resonate with it. But yes or no, are they going to be meeting somebody new? I'm not honoring reversals, please. The Hierophant, yes. Wow. Yeah, and not only, you know what? Not only you might be meeting a Taurus or connecting with the Taurus in some way, but there is this idea of a belief system. The belief system. Oh, very interesting to me. So let's go back to the religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So again, I mean, that's just kind of your general belief system. So I feel like you're going to be connecting with somebody where you guys really gel. You guys really connect. It's like you're connecting having to do with your belief system and how you guys think things are supposed to be. So where you really resonate with one another. Yeah, I mean, Aquarius, it looks very positive, but we do have this idea of something ending, really trying to free yourself from some sort of heavily imbalanced relationship so that you can start this new relationship with this beautiful new energy. And it may be with a water sign, right? I mean, it can be, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I mean, we have everybody here. We have Jupiter here, which is Sagittarius, and we have everybody here. But we have Venus and Taurus, Libra, whatever. Yeah, that's what I have, guys. That is what I have for this week. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like my energy, please like, subscribe, share. I really appreciate it. And I very much appreciate your time. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.